I should be doing something. Like, oh my God, I need to send out this email, or I need to sit down and work on this song. And some days you just don't have it.
Yeah.
Some days you just have to sit back and kind of let your brain reload. And even more so now, because it's easy to think, oh, we have all this extra time now, so we should be able to do a billion different things that we couldn't do before when we were either working or, just doing kind of administrative things in our lives. But even then, now we're in a mental mode of survival.
Yeah.
It's not just the physical or the presentational. It's now it's like, okay, this is mental now.
Yeah.
We have to battle all of the things we were already battling on top of trying to be precautious, or take precautions in a pandemic.
Yeah.
Like, for example, even us just
Yeah.
sitting in between this is like, you're counting this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it was 6 feet. We're 6 feet apart. It's just trying to do the things that are necessary for productivity. But like you said, just extending that grace to yourself and being like, look, we're in a pandemic right now. We don't know exactly when this is gonna subside or end, pass. But in the meantime, it's like, okay, let's just focus on the little things, like one thing at a time. And, and then you hope you get some sanity out of that.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, it looks like, some of your creativity has actually hit during, this whole thing. And you've released like some songs and stuff like that. Do you want to talk about like any of the stuff that's came out maybe in the last like 8 or 9 months, just kind of what inspired them?
Yeah. Again, like I was saying, I was able to set up a mini home studio, and I was really excited about that because before COVID, I was kind of at a musical crossroads, if you will. Wanting to do some different things and take music in a different direction, but I was also trying to figure out, budget and just the means, right? So from earlier in January, like one of the things that I knew I wanted to do was put out content. So I had gone into the studio, Blue Room Productions, which is based in Bethesda, but they had a studio in Herndon, which is now Exhale Recording. And we went in there and we recorded 5 cover videos, all like one take, rotating videos.
Yeah.
So we had done that. And, then when the pandemic hit, I was like, okay, I've been wanting to write more. I've been wanting to do my own stuff and not just, sing covers all the time. So that was when I just really kind of got absorbed with songwriting.
Yeah.
And I would allow myself to wake up naturally, no alarm clock. And by doing that, it just really allowed me to kind of take in the presence of each day. So for example, like I'll never forget it. I woke up one morning and I kind of turned, and the way that the sun was coming through the shades, it just inspired me to write about waking up.
Yeah.
But had it been a minute later or a minute earlier, or if the sun wasn't out that day, or if my blinds weren't tilted at 30 degrees or however you want to look at it, I might not have been inspired in that moment. So I really tried to capitalize on those moments. And then in the midst of all that, I was working with a producer out of LA named Alio. And we had come out with one song in February, and we were working on some sync licensing projects together. So we were, saying like, hey, let's